Today we look at a cheap trick that can save you money and a trip to the store. We're looking at another way that you can start your seeds other than those traditional seed starting trays. In fact, you probably already have the resources right in your kitchen. So let's get to it. Pull out an egg carton. That's right, just an egg carton. Now here I've got one of those 18 egg cartons, but a standard dozen carton will work fine. So if you look, we've got the area where the eggs are stored that look very much like individual cells that you would see in a seed starting tray. And then up here we have the lid, which we're going to have to detach and use as a tray underneath. And with this type of an egg carton, it actually will hold water and be a reservoir that you can use for the seed cells to be able to wick up moisture from a water reservoir beneath. So let's go ahead and cut these two parts apart. Take the lid off. The next step, we're going to want to make sure that we poke drainage holes in the bottom of each of these egg cells. Then pull out your handy seed starting mix. I'm just using a cheap one from the dollar store here, but you'll want to make sure you add moisture to the seed starting mix like you would anytime you're using seed starting mix. And then when it's ready to go, let's fill in all the cells. All right, and here I have some seeds. I'm just putting them in like you would for a normal seed starting tray. And now we're going to just put some plastic wrap over the top of the entire egg carton and place it under lights. Then a few days later, here we are. We have some growth. So you see, it works very well. Now, many of you, particularly those who are environmentally sensitive, might have noticed that I'm using a styrofoam container here as opposed to what's often the standard recycled egg carton container. Now, that's just what my eggs came in, but here is one of those recycled containers. And it has the added advantage that it is biodegradable, so you could actually just cut out one of these cells and actually plant it in your garden or into a bigger planter that you're going to use. Now, it is a small enough cell that I wouldn't necessarily suggest this because the roots are going to have a tough time at that young of a stage getting through this kind of cardboard material, and it won't actually break apart probably as soon as you need it to. So just as I would suggest actually with some of those peat pots or whatever, you might want to actually take it out even if you're using this. But you could still throw the leftover carton parts into a compost or something like that. But the thing I don't like as much about this style of an egg carton though is that the lid does not work as well for a reservoir because it does have more holes in it. So I do actually prefer the styrofoam one, so I'm sure some people will be angry about that. But in either event, hopefully this is a good idea for you to save a little bit of money when you're starting your seeds this year. If you enjoy videos on seed starting or gardening on a budget, please let us know in the comments below. And please subscribe to the channel for other great updates.